recruiting better players or better plays? Or
Yeah, it's hard to do whenever you have some playmakers on the outside that are so good that we've had in the past. Not saying we don't have good ones now because we've got some really good ones, but we had to earn our role by blocking first, and once we were able to take care of that, then the pass game stuff took care of itself.
Coach Golish talked a lot about confidence and building confidence. What goes into building confidence from where you guys were, which was almost nothing, to where you are now, him saying that you guys are confident now?
Yeah, good question. I mean, there's definitely a difference between real confidence and fake confidence. So I feel like there's a lot of teams out there that are promoting fake confidence, but as a tight end group, when we line up against guys like Jaquan Bailey every day and have to block them and have to run routes off of Greg Eisworth, and if we're able to succeed doing that, it gives us real confidence.
What does Dylan allow you guys to do offensively?
Dylan is the biggest person I've ever met in my life. That man is so big, and the way he moves is incredible. So he always just keeps our spirits nice and high. And today at practice, like the first play he was in, he just ran over someone. He just trampled some kid. And that gets the offense fired up. So definitely versatility, and he makes it easier on myself and Charlie, take some shots off of us as well.
Was he blocking, or was that when he caught a ball and just dropped the kid?
That one was blocking,
Okay.
but then he did dunk on someone in the end zone catching the ball as well. So he can do both.
What kind of time did you guys spend with Brock this offseason? You're trying to gain his confidence, and you guys maybe in the red zone or in critical moments to go up and make catches.
Yeah, we actually had to change the way we did our summer workouts this year. In years past, we had been with one of the younger QBs, tight ends, and we had lifted and worked out with the O-line because we wanted to get bigger and stronger. But the way our role on offense has developed, that we had to start going with the skill players, and that allowed us to spend more time with Brock and get things like timing down, as well as our speed and agility.
You were at Rice. I think you started 23 games there. Was that mostly corner, or did you play a little safety as well?
I played strictly corner in college, but the way we played it, we played a lot of man-to-man coverage, so kind of transitioned me playing a little nickel as well. So I didn't play safety, but I knew what I was doing if I had to move to safety, and that's what I'm doing now. So
What is a strong safety like compared to maybe corner? I mean, how comfortable have you felt?
I'm still getting used to it. To be honest with you, this summer we didn't have any pads on. Weren't really going against the offense, so I'm still getting used to everything. I'm watching film probably every hour of the day. To be honest with you, I'm still learning the position, but I feel like I'm getting better every day. So I just got to keep on working at it, and I'll be ready by the season.
You knew you might play safety and never played it. What was kind of their pitch about why they liked you and why it might work?
They told me a little before I came here that I might, start playing safety and a little bit of corner, and they just like my size, my speed, and the fact that I can play really good man-to-man, the fact that I like to come up and hit. Not many corners, you don't see many corners that play corner like I did, and they just thought that I could help the team out playing safety, and I'll do whatever the team needs for us to win the Big 12 championship. So.
What's the physical move been like for you, besides the position move, but just the fact coming from Houston to into Iowa?
It's been a little different. Never thought I would be in Iowa. I got recruited by some schools up here, but I never thought I'd be up north like this. But I like the transition. It's kind of like my old town. It's kind of like everybody knows everybody in Ames, and it's a small town feel, but I like the college town though.
How about the guys? I know Greg kind of made a transition as a JUCO guy last year, but you said it was really smooth. Have they helped to make it smooth for you?
They're probably the reason why it's been so smooth. And Greg was actually when I went on my official visit, he was my host. So, I knew him before I even got here. And I knew the kind of guys that would be around here, and that also made, a big impact on the decision for me to come here. So.
Did you just get your degree in the spring here?
Yes, I actually graduated in May, and then I came up here later that month up to Iowa.
How hectic was that last semester, knowing that you were getting going?
Yeah, it was pretty hectic because I started to train, and then I had to, finish my degree, and I was taking visits and stuff. So, it was a hectic, couple of months, but I'm glad that's over with. I'm starting on my master's right now. So.
How many credits were you taking that last semester?
12. It was a pretty normal semester. It wasn't too hard. I had one class I really needed to get to finish my degree in kinesiology, and then I had another business class so I can get my minor in that. But other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Where are you getting your master's in?
It's an interdisciplinary studies, but it's majored in business and entrepreneurship. I've always wanted to be I'm really into investing, stocks, and then I want to own my own business one day and invest in a franchise and stuff like that. So that's kind of what the avenue that I'm trying to take.
Coach McDonald praised the idea that you picked up on the playbook really, really fast. How did you, I guess, pick up on it so fast? What did you do?
Like I said, I've been watching a lot of film, and I still make mistakes, of course, here and there. It's the first couple of days, but I want to make a mistake. I'm gonna make it going 100%, and I think they can see that. But if there was a camera following me all the time, I would be watching film 90% of the day. I just learning a new position. That's what I have to do.
You said like every hour of every day is pretty much.
Well, in fall camp, we don't get much free time,
Yeah.
but when we do get free time, we go back to the hotel for breaks. Like before I take a nap, I'll watch it for 30 minutes. When I wake up, I'll watch film just to be set on the day, whatever install that we have, and then before I go to bed, I'll watch film. And one thing is some of the people like Braxton Lewis have kind of even taught me how to watch film the right way, especially at safety, because I have been playing corner, the whole time. So that transition was a little difficult, but I'm getting used to it.
When you're watching film, are you watching the practice tape to see where you made mistakes, or are you watching and focusing on whoever played strong safety in a game last year? Are you watching game tape from last year?
I'm watching both, especially in the summer. I watched a lot of game film from last year. And Braxton was mostly the strong safety, and then we had, some other people that had graduated that played the same position. But I always watch myself, and I'm my biggest critic. So any play that I mess up on, I know, the exact things I can do to fix it for the next time, and that's just how I've always been. But I also know not to hang my head because playing DB, you're gonna get beat at some point, but you gotta know how to react, and body language is a big thing. So if your teammates can see that you're down when you miss a play, then it affects the whole team.
Speaking of, you're at safety, and sometimes you guys maybe get matched up with the tight ends. What do you see from this Iowa State tight end so far for the offense?
They're big and physical. Honestly, I love them. I love that they're on my team. But at the safety position, that gives us opportunity because usually we have a speed advantage and they have the size advantage. So we have to go up and be physical with them and not allow them to box us out. And just little things with the technique that we have to do with tight ends that are different from playing like a slot receiver or something, somebody that can match the same speed as us. So you always got to know who your opponent is or who you're going against.
Well, what motivated you to want to grad transfer, and what did Iowa State show you that made you want to come here?
Like Rice was a great school, and I think the biggest thing for me is we had a difficult time, getting over the hump of, going to in the major bowl games and, winning in the big games that we played in. I felt like we had a lot of players that showed out in those games, but it never fully, came together. And I just wanted to, grad transfer because I know I have one more shot at this thing, what I'm saying? And I wanted to go to a school that would give me opportunity to, earn a spot wherever that is, and also compete to play in a championship and a good bowl game. And I just felt like this team fit me. So,
How much has the F position changed since the bowl game? We've heard a lot about how maybe it's a little bit different now.
Yeah, it's changing kind of day to day right now. Where as kind of what you saw last year, primarily like blocking type situations, and kind of we were running behind the F every play when he was in the game, and Sam was real good at that last year. So kind of, I'm still learning today, so it's just kind of expanding day to day, and I guess we'll see in a couple weeks.
What are the biggest challenges of learning that position? Because you guys are asked to do so many different things in that spot specifically.
Yeah, I'd say the toughest thing for me is it's like really skill specific, and you got to get a lot of work at things like that. While I'm trying to go with the Ys, and I'm trying to like do route work with Chase and Charlie, and trying to perfect that part of my game too. So kind of balancing them both is probably the hardest part for me to get my technique for the F stuff while I'm trying to keep up with the Ys too. So
how collectively confident is the tight end room compared to maybe a couple of years ago?
We're super confident right now. There's a little bit of swag about us, and we're kind of having fun with it, and looking forward to like kind of taking more of a leadership role on the team as a position group than kind of how we have been in the past, where maybe we were not as productive in the offense as people would like to see, and not as involved as people would like to see. So yeah, we've kind of taken it and ran with it a little bit, so it's a lot of fun.
Chase said this was maybe a different offseason because you guys used to work with a younger quarterback. This year you worked with Brock because of your move up.
Yeah.
Who initiated that? Was that coach who said, "Hey, this is what needs to happen"? Did you guys say maybe it's time for us to work with the starter?
Yeah, we kind of did that on our own because I mean, for the past 2 years, really in the off season, we've been working out with the offensive line, and so the quarterbacks are lifting while we're trying to get our field work in. So they had like a young guy lifting with us that would throw to us in the summer and stuff. And so we like kind of went to him and we were like, hey, we got to get that change because especially at this level, like timing and overall chemistry between the quarterback and who's catching the ball is a real big thing. So we kind of took this summer to be a little bit like kind of selfish and take Brock a little bit, but it was good for us to get balls from him, and I think it'll be good for him too in the long run.
When you learn how to block, what's the most important thing?
Oh man, I'd say it's your first 2 steps, and I think everybody up here would say too. Probably if your first 2 steps are either going to win the block or lose it for you. So Campbell kind of preaches detail, and it really comes down to that. 6 inches on your first 2 steps will get you beat. So
you like it more now than when you first got here?
Blocking?
Yeah.
I mean, I've always kind of liked it. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I've always kind of been like an underdog guy, like never really like, the spotlight guy. So I kind of found my reps where I could find them, and blocking was a big part of that, and I've enjoyed it, and I still do today. So
Where have you come since? I think your debut was against UNI a couple years ago. How far have you come, since then?
Oh man, I've came a long way. I think I've become a smarter football player. I've learned the playbook ins and out, and I'm still working on it to this day. But I think I got the jitters out and just became a smarter football player and up my football IQ.
What was that process like? Did it feel slow or steady, or what was it in the moment? What was it like?
It was definitely slow and steady. It took a while, and I wanted it to come fast, but I just had to be patient and, just really learn the in and out and take advice from the older guys, and they always tell me my time will come and you'll just learn it as you get older. So, I just try to take it day by day and just try to get better each and every day, and this, got me here.
Where is that patience tested the most? Is it on game day when you're not playing as much, or in the middle of winter when everything seems far off?
Definitely in winter. A little bit in practice though. When you're making mistakes or plays that you think you should be making, that's where it really hits the most. But you just keep going the next day, correct your stuff and practice and film, and you just keep pushing.
Do you feel like the opportunity you have going into this year is like, now that you've been so patient?
I'm just trying to make the most of my opportunities. I'm really just trying to help out the young guys and be a mentor like the seniors were to me when I was younger. And, I'm just trying to do my job and be the best player I could be for my team, and just be a team player.
Have you been at free safety the whole time, or have they moved you around and now you got to kind of adjust to this one?
I played star, but that was before Greg got here, and then I made the transition. But I'm really comfortable at free safety, and I've been playing it ever since I got my first start in Memphis. So I'm getting real comfortable in there, and yeah, I've been playing that since then.
Was that bowl game kind of a launching point for you? Because when you start, because I think a couple guys were out, and from there,
Correct.
I think took you into last season.
Correct. I think that was. Oh man. I think the bowl game was my jump start. I think that gave me a little bit of confidence going into the next season, and I just tried to build off that. I played an okay game. Could have played better, but I just tried to build off that and keep it rolling now.
I think Coach Campbell said the biggest thing with you is you've always showed flashes of talent, but it needs to be consistent.
Correct.
What goes into making it consistent?
Really film study. That was my biggest part. Just really learning the game and really studying it and, expanding my studying habits. And, that was just my problem, just being consistent. So that's what I really worked on in the spring and working on right now in this season. I'm just trying to be consistent, try to be the same player every practice. And, if I do that right now in practice, it'll translate over into the game.
Having kind of done everything step by step in your career, do you feel like your foundation is stronger than if you would have had to jump right into a bigger role rather than have to kind of earn it each year and each game?
I actually like the way everything's planned out. I feel like it really took me I really had to find myself. I really had to sit down and tell myself, okay, like I got to go through these progressions, and you just grow as a player. And you know, it's been tremendous for me, and I think I'm taking the right steps, and I'm just keep trying to build off that. And you know, there's no roof to success, so I'm just trying to take it to the top.
What's been your impression of the depth at safety and maybe some of the younger guys or just in general that have stood out to you?
Oh yeah, we definitely got a lot more safeties. You know, we're just really focusing. I'm really trying to help the young guys out. You know, and Greg's been tremendous help. You know, I'm still taking advice from Greg. I'm learning every day. From Braxton Lewis, learning every day. And we're really just trying to help out the young guys because you know, we want as much depth as possible. So you know, we're just trying to do the best we can at that. And I feel like the young guys are doing a really good job now, and they're really impressing me. You know, so I wish them the best, and I'm gonna keep continuing to get them better.
How's Justin so far?
Oh man, Justin, he's a tremendous player, man. Tremendous player. He's really shocked me. I feel like he's having a great fall camp. You know, and he's asking questions. He asks a lot of questions, so that's always good. He's always asking, you know, me or Greg some questions, and I'm just trying to give him the best advice I can and help him any way I can. But he's really just shown a lot of flashes throughout camp.